All right. Welcome to Omniverse Escapades. I already said that part. But we are the hosts for this show. I am the keeper for this adventure. We are playing Monster of the Week as our main game. We're here for a good time. Our X's, which means we don't bring up the campaign, are children in peril, depictions of gore, slavery, sexual assault, or veils. I think on the online platforms we're supposed to say SA now. So bots don't come at us, I guess, please. Uh, uh, our veils mean we only allude to them or we fade to the black or like body horror and feces. Last time we played, thanks to Jeff here, we have a little like quick recap. So I'm gonna go over that because it has been like 3 weeks. It was July the last. No, it was August the last time we played.
I was gonna say July sounds
um,
wild.
that would be wild if we haven't played since July. No, it was we were supposed to play on the 10th, so I think we played on the 27th of August, which was the last time I played. So it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Um, last time we played, Hal wakes up and gets treated by Rafi because his wound had reopened.
Ouch.
Danny Danny gets conditioner from Jeffrey. Jeffrey talks about the Herringman. Well, specifically, he's watching a documentary and he was drawing something in the documentary is talking about the Herringmen, a group of fish people that attack people like fishermen. Um, they go to the Black Diamond Inn, in which Officer Lawrence confronts them about going over his head. At one point, they find out about Agent Forrester of the FBI, who is investigating. Excuse me, is investigating Hal. Hal mentions concerns about Lawrence to the fellas. Denny asks silently if Internal Affairs is after Hal. As a Huckleberry Jam. That was not part of the plot, but
It was pretty good. I still have some.
Hell yeah.
there you go. It sounded good. Danny talks to Kelly on the phone. Remembering Danny's wife has a fire possum. Yeah, that was pretty funny. We rapidly mentioned Russell's dress for fewer dollars. Yeah. Rafi and Danny had decided to go out and investigate into the Herringmen that were coming off they were going to investigate them. Excuse me. So they were trying to get a canoe in which they had talked to let's forget the name here. Can't find the name. I'm sure it came up. Walter Reed with 2 R's. There we go.
Yeah.
He's the one who introduced the concept or the details of the Herringman to the two individuals. At that time, Hal had made 3 phone calls, one of which was to Special Agent Forrester, and saying like we need to meet up, and to meet up later in the evening at the Black Diamond Inn. Does anyone remember anything that I didn't?
We named the other Walter with 2 R's so that he wouldn't have the same name as my contact.
Yeah,
that's right.
There we go. Yeah, that tracks. Excuse me. So yeah, that's where we are currently. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna post this to Twitter, even though I'm barely on Twitter.
That's how you know it's important when Dean posts.
I mean, I guess I'm just kind of a putz on there now. I mean, I've always been a putz. It's just gotten different as time goes on. Like at this point, it's just like
place.
It is a putsy place.
I log into everything like once a week, and then I feel bad that I haven't logged in, and I just quickly close it. And another week goes by.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. We're gonna go back to the docks at this time where Rafi and Danny are currently talking to Walter Reed, trying to after the information on the Harryman as they're getting a boat. Now it has been 3 weeks. So do you all remember what you were going to do in this situation?
We got boating supplies, and now we're going to get in said canoe and row out to check out the various piers, see if we can't come across them herringmen.
Okay. At this time, what are you doing while they're canoeing around the island?
How close is it to the time that I asked to meet up with the other agent?
You said in the evening. It's about late morning currently, so you still have a few hours.
Late morning. Okay. I guess. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to go to the hospital and check on the guy who I helped save in the last episode.
All right.
Or wherever it is they're holding that guy.
Think about it. That's right. You helped save somebody who wasn't waking up.
Yes.
One thing
Sleepy
I did
Jonathan.
Yeah. And one thing I forgot to mention is that Jeffrey's father, the young child that introduced in the beginning of the campaign, his father is not currently responsive.
So in order to see him, you'd have to go to the mainland where the chopper takes Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Because the local hospital is temporarily closed.
So you could be on the ferry.
Okay.
And
how
some crazy thing could happen.
could I make that trip and be back by nighttime, Dean?
Yeah. Let's say it's like a maximum 1 hour trip by ferry.
Okay. As long as that's true.
So you go back to the mainland. You go into the hospital. I'm gonna call it the 1 second. Put it under locations here.
If we're gonna maintain side quest canon, the mainland town is called Darlington or Darlington. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Which.
Yeah. We can do that with the story from the Z files.
Darlington sounds better, but it's awfully similar to another Washington town, which is called Arlington.
Ah, gotcha. I like Darlington just because it works with our current the name of the town you're all in is Weston, so I like the kind of phonetic flow of the continuity of the phonetic flow. Excuse me.
It also works with Darlington's slightly aggro slogan. We're like Arlington, but a little more darling.
Yeah.
There's more flower pots on the sidewalks.
Yeah, they have mandated grannies on every corridor. Little waves.
Little concrete ducks here and there.
Wait, you said it was a gnarlier on Arlington, right? Is that so? There are,
he said Darling, but
everywhere.
Narlington is another town in Washington.
It's where they have skate parks.
They have kick-ass surfing. That's farther south.
For sure.
Yeah, surfing. Everyone's skate park. Everyone's tried their best to save the rec center through some form of extreme sports competition. I made the joke, but we said Darlington. I was like, oh, I kind of think of that movie from the 90s. I can't remember what it's called, but where they get trapped in a 1950s TV show and they bring colors to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pleasantville.
Love that movie.
Some Leave It a Beaver crap going on in this campaign. No, I'm joking. All right, so you go over to Darlington. And I couldn't think of a name, so you're traveling to St. Catholic's Hospital.
St. Catholic's.
Yeah.
So darling.
I don't want to go searching up like Catholic saint of, and the new side quest should be based at Northington. Nice. I don't want to go searching up Catholic priests and saints, so I'm just going to go St. Catholic's. You're out in you go to St. Catholic's Hospital. The as you come to the front desk, how do you plan on proceeding in the situation? I'm just going to say that you talked to Jeffrey's mother, who is a nurse. She just gave you information.
So it was Jeffrey's father who I saved, yeah? Or was it a different person
No,
altogether?
it was a different person altogether. It was like another NPC, just a side NPC, if you will.
Okay. Do I know at all what's going on with Jeffrey's father?
I briefly mentioned it at one point. I don't think we got into it though. So if you
But I
want to
mean,
do
like,
that,
does Hal know?
Hal knows that he is terminally sick.
Okay.
He has to have a breathing apparatus, the tube systems in the nose. He can't breathe by himself.
I see. Okay.
And it's
all right then. So I guess my main prerogative in this was to go and check on the guy that I saved. So did I get a name for that?
let me see if I have it written down. I want to say no, but I just write shit down sometimes. It does not look like it, so I'll go ahead and give that person a name.
Okay.
I believe his name was Vic Tim.
Vic Tim.
He had 2 first names.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Vic Tim. VICK.
Victor
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Victor Timothy. Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm gonna go up to the lady at the front desk and say, "Hello, I'm looking for a patient who was recently admitted here."
Okay. St. Jacob's Ladder. Yes, thank you. That was very well done, Jenny. It's like, okay. What is the name of who is the name of the patient that you or a patient you might wish to see?
I believe it was Victor Timothy.
Victor Timothy. Are you a friend or family member?
Yes, I'm a close friend, you could say.
He may manipulate someone.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but what if you just described yourself as an accident enthusiast? Like, no, I'm not a friend or family. I'm just really into this.
Right? I'm really into hospitals.
I rolled a 10.
All right. May I pull that up real quick? On a 10 plus, they'll do it for the reason you give them. If you ask too much, they'll tell you the minimum it would take for them to do it. I don't think there'd be a price to this. Most
I'm sorry, Dean. I
would
actually
just
have a
kinda go-
-1 charm. I got a 9. My bad.
Oh, okay. Hold up. It's all good. Do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what it takes for them. Okay. She's gonna kind of give you like a bit of side eye. Like maybe I should call the family first just to confirm that you're a friend.
Well, I don't think that'll be really necessary. And then I'm gonna flash her my badge.
Okay, I'm going to have you do another manipulate someone, but this time because of this situation and the badge, you will get advantage on this roll.
Okay.
So in
And
case
I kind of wink at her too, kind of like a little like official business kind of a thing, you know? Yeah. Yep. Exactly. All right, and that's a 7.
Okay, and that's with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. I'm sorry. I don't know where my head is. Right okay, it's a 7 or a 6, so we're gonna go for the 7.
You know what? That's fair. It's like, all right, I'll have to check over with your badge, but yeah, I suppose you can go on up.
Sorry, mouthful of ice.
You're good.
So I think that because I've already manipulated someone twice in this situation, I'm gonna be straight up with her and say, I want you to know, ma'am, before you go looking into my badge, there has been some issues with, I don't know, someone in identification back at the bureau. Something must have been lost in translation somewhere along the way. My badge has not been showing up in an official uh, form, let's say. But I can, answer any questions that you may have here. I just wanted to let you know before you go digging that I know there's an issue. We're on top of it here.
Oh, she's gonna look a little confused and a bit weary. He's like, okay, I will be checking with the authorities.
Of
Just
course,
to let you know.
I would expect you to do that regardless. I'm just here to see a friend.
Okay, and she'll give you the room number.
Okay.
It's 420. Haha. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Sick.
Every
Uh,
room's 420 down in Darlington, dude.
It's really hard to find who you're looking for at the hospital, though, which is kind of a bummer.
Also, all our
Yeah.
houses are 420, which is an issue.
But they let you skate from room to room, so it's a little faster.
I'm constantly getting the wrong mail down here, dude.
The local post office is so very confused.
I'll be damned if it's not gnarly.
This caused quite the issue for a lot of the ambulances. They don't know where to go properly. All right. So yeah, you're on you go up to his room. Sitting by his side is by the patient's side is his wife. And as you look over at the machine, it shows that he does have a pulse.
Okay.
But he's unresponsive currently.
All right. So, does she recognize me as I come in? As the
Not
person
at
who helped.
first. You could tell she's just
Okay. So then I'm gonna
yeah,
walk in and be like,
not initially at first.
yeah. I'm gonna walk in and go, hello, ma'am. How's your husband faring here? Or was it a guy? Did we decide that it was?
It's Victor Timothy.
No, that was a different situation.
Okay.
Victor Timothy had a wife, but there was another character that was shown like a post-credit scene who had a husband.
Okay. All right. Mrs. Timothy, do you remember me from back at the hotel?
When you look at her, you see a very like tired look in her eyes. Mostly you could probably guess from worry. And then she'll like recognize you and like, oh yes, you were the kind man who helped me back at the hotel when I was trying to get got the name right here. Come on, Donna. When I was trying to get Donna's help.
Right. Yes. I I didn't mention this back at the hotel. I'm actually well, my name is Special Agent Halford Wormold, and I'm actually a little bit interested in this case. It seems like it's something that I've seen before, but I just wanted to stop by and make sure everything was okay, and just confirm my suspicions before going ahead with my investigation here. And also, I wanted to check in on you and your husband and make sure everything was all right. So, if you don't mind, would you like to share with me if there's any news regarding his health?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. Doctors have done some initial work. He's got brain activity from what they can tell. His blood pressure is fine, but he's just unresponsive.
Well, at least there's brain activity and everything else is fine. So I'm sure they've conducted all the tests and everything, and they're just not sure where this is stemming from as of yet.
No, it's like he is asleep and can't wake up. I mean, they're going to run some more tests, but that's all I can find so far.
I see. Well, I want you to know that you and your husband and your family are in my thoughts, as well as the thoughts of the Bureau. And if anything else comes up regarding this illness, would you do me a favor and give me a call? I'll leave my card.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. And
Thank you.
she'll take your business card from you.
Good. I appreciate it, and I do wish you the best. And if there's anything that I can assist you with in this tough time, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, officer.
Of course. Please call me Hal.
Thank you, Hal.
Anytime.
Please call me Special Agent Wormwold.
Please. Hal's my father. Call me Special Agent Warble.
And I think that's all I need from this woman. Can I head back over to the receptionist?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask the receptionist if there are any other similar cases brought in today.
Well, we just
Actually, let me
call.
do that in character. Are there any other similar cases brought in today?
I mean, we just got a call. Somebody from West. Why am I forgetting the name of the town that I made?
Weston?
Thank you. It's been a long 3 weeks, y'all. We just got another emergency call from Weston. Another helicopter coming back with somebody else who's not waking up.
Oh boy.
And as you say that, through the front door, the sliding doors will open as they're rushing a man up into the ER right now.
I see. Okay. I'm going to turn back to her. I assume this is that man?
Yes.
All right.
I wonder what's going on in that small town.
I also wonder. And I'm going to attempt to follow the gurney into the ER.
All right. So as you're following the gurney, the man's husband is holding his hand as albeit unconscious. They try and get him into like triage into the emergency situation. And the doctor on the scene is going to direct one of the nurses to like stop you. He's like, I'm sorry, so can we help you? And they're gonna continue down the.
They're asking me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. My name is Special Agent Halford Wormwold. I'm investigating a case that may or may not involve this man. I just a few. I don't even need to see him. I just need to confirm: is this man unconscious? Everything else seems fine. All systems normal. He just is not stirring.
From what we were able to tell so far, yeah.
All right. All right. This is a part of an investigation that I have ongoing here. If I leave a business card with you, would you have somebody get in contact with me if more cases like this turn up?
Yeah, I think I can. Give me the. I had to hand it to our doctor, but yeah, I think we can get something set up for you.
I greatly appreciate it, and please keep in mind this could be of national security.
I will keep that in mind, Officer Wormhold, as they are staring at your card.
Please call me Hal.
All right, Hal. We'll contact you if we find anything out.
Much obliged. Thank you. And then Hal is gonna head out.
All right. So what's your next stop? You're heading over to Darlington, trying out the local skateboarding. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try skitching.
Skitching? Oh, there you go.
No, I'm gonna head back to the mainland before it gets too late, so that I don't miss my other engagements.
Right. We'll get back to you in just a second. Now, Rafi and Danny, it has been, let's say, about 2 hours. And while you are going to hear people talking about, some of the local sailors talking about the Harryman, you don't see any activity going on currently.
Okay, so we're just canoeing around, having a nice time.
Right.
Do we see anybody on a pier or like out fishing or anything?
Yeah, you'll see some local fishermen, and there'll be, a couple like pier fishermen. I have never pier fished, but yeah, I'm sure you two have at least seen it. So
I'll kayak over there or canoe over there. And I'll say, "Hello, folks. We're enjoying the weather. How's fishing?"
Caught me a couple sturgeon. It's been a pretty good day for fishing.
Great. Sturgeon, huh?
Yep.
I just saw
Good.
a couple of those at the hospital.
Aha, dude.
Nice.
Hold up. Oh, but I can't do it. We're not a Discord call, and I don't have a soundboard. Damn.
So I'll park the canoe and lash it up and step
don't
out.
forget to hit the parking brake.
And we'll pull out our little cooler and have our egg salad sandwiches and
See, this doesn't sound like an investigation. This sounds like two friends just hanging out and being pals.
I mean, you got to eat. It's been a couple hours.
I'm not denying that. I'm saying it's like, where you go on this serious investigation? All right, but we're bringing beer and egg salad sandwiches, right? Well, yeah, of course. We're not monsters.
I'll offer a couple of natty ices to the fishermen.
They'll drink it. I don't like natty ice.
I was trying to
does?
think of a less popular brand.
No, you got the least popular one, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Only thing worse than that, it's Pabst. So yeah, they'll like, oh yeah, thanks. And one of them will what? Natty Ice is the beer of choice for Weston. Huh.
Yep.
So they'll take it and they'll offer you some chips. I got to think of the ketchup kind, the ketchup potato chips that Canada likes.
Delicious. I just
no,
had ketchup on my chips last night.
I'm good. I'm willing to try everything seasoning bagel like chips, but you lose me at ketchup. But yeah, they'll hand you a couple bags and like, oh yeah, we've been fishing since dawn, got a couple sturgeon. It's been a pretty good morning so far.
Good deal. My name's Danny, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you. I am Roger. No name.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Roger.
First try.
And this is Rafi. He's a new friend, but
I do.
A doctor. He's a doctor.
I still
My
ask the
character,
surgeon joke.
you just somewhere howls on the ferry. God damn it, Rafi.
I just get a feeling.
You're right.
Somewhere, someone out there is stealing my joke.
Yeah. I was like, they'll crack about it and was like, oh yeah, no, that's really funny. It's sturgeon, like it, like the sturgeon. That's really good.
Yeah, I came up with that.
It's a totally original joke.
It would be metagaming if Rafi knew you already made this joke. He thinks he just made it.
Yeah. Rafi!
Hurrah!
That's a pretty good clip. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead. I have nowhere to pop this, so into our own chat we go. So yeah, it's like, oh yeah. Well, what are you guys doing out there today? Going out canoeing, enjoying nature?
He looks to Rafi if he wants to jump in.
Rafi has just taken just like the biggest bite of egg salad sandwich.
We're on the hunt for rumors and legends of the mysterious herring men.
Oh yeah, the herringmen. Yeah, I mean, one guy was gonna look over and say, I mean, I don't believe in them personally, but some people swear by them. I'm pretty sure they're just a make believe, urban legend. And anyone's gonna be like, "Oh, are you one of those like cryptid hunters? I heard about this like were Yeti somewhere in Darlington, a few years back. There was a talk about that. I can't go further into details out of character. That's because we did not get. We gotta get to the part 2 of that story.
Yeah, it was never made public, but apparently the rumors are circulating.
The events are circulating, even though we ourselves have not gotten there yet.
Danny pulls out his notebook and he furiously writes down where
This
Yeti
guy
in
better be a
Darlington.
character in that campaign. Roger
Well,
No
the-
Name.
Roger No.
Oh, okay. The second fisherman, we have yet to get a name.
Well, I thought that they gave him the last name first try.
Yeah. These names are getting ridiculous. I enjoy this. Anyway,
We got Roger No Name and Roger First Try. They're both named Roger. It's just a coincidence.
if you ask him, it's actually like it's actually pronounced Noname. But people just say no name.
He's Japanese.
Yeah.
Sure.
Beloved fish friends.
Beloved community member of Weston. Roger No Name. Anyway, I was like, so yeah, you really enjoyed that egg salad sandwich, don't you?
Rafi's like, yeah, I'm afraid there's none to spare though, and I kind of like close the cooler, which is brimming with egg salad sandwiches.
We still have quite a mission ahead of us, and I look out over the horizon, hold up a finger to check the wind.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, honestly, I don't. That Roger No Name is like, I don't think that there's any herringman, to be honest. I think that's just an urban legend. Like Sasquatch or not Mothman or Momo.
Or fire possums. He raises one
or-
eyebrow to see if Roger or the other guy are hip to the fire possums.
It's like, yeah, or fire possums. I mean, yeah, fire possums don't exist either.
This guy's not
think-
much for current events.
I whisper to Rafi, this pier is a bust.
Big
It would
compromise.
appear so.
Let's get out of pier. And I get back in the canoe.
This is about ready to leave this show.
Yeah, this will be his final appearance, or their final appearance. Sorry.
Just, I can't do this properly. Just fall out of frame, basically. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't think the hangmen are weird are real. Can I get you? Can I get you fellas anything else? I got this. I'm trying to think of a second best wine company.
That's what it's called. Second best wine company.
Sure, why not? Would you like it? Would you two like a sip from our Cabernet Sauvignon? It's from the second best wine company.
I put a sip into my red Solo cup, and I take a drink and I swirl it around. Danny's a bit of a wine guy, and he takes a sip and he's like, is that from Wenatchee?
Yes.
Delicious.
I as the keeper, I'm gonna pretend I know what Wenatchee is.
It's the town north of Yakima, which is where a lot of Washington wines come from.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because everything's second best,
Right. Anyway, uh, but yeah, they don't believe. One of them kind of believes, the other one doesn't. It's like, oh, that's just rumors. That's folk tales, wives' tales, that kind of thing.
At the sound of the word wife, he gets a little wistful.
Oh, come on. I
You
know
see,
you
start
said
staring off in the
Danny's a
distance.
wine guy, but come on. We hear about the dead wife every game.
Oh no.
Here we go again. Tragic
You and your
backstory.
dead wife. Come on.
Oh no!
So yeah, let's get back
Teddy's
in the canoe and continue on our way.
All right. After a few hours, you will see the ferry has returned, and I will say that is not terribly big. You probably can get and circulate it within a couple hours. And which you will see coming back from the ferry, you will see Hal stepping off of it.
Hello, gentlemen.
How did it go?
How did what go? Hal looks very suspiciously at them.
Oh, your trip to the mainland.
Oh, that, yes. Well, not great, I'll be honest. There seems to be some sort of illness going around that I may have prophesized.
As you are speaking, by the way, you will hear from the distance another helicopter leaving the island.
And there's another one.
The helicopter?
Yes, people have been being airlifted to the mainland hospital all day today. All for the same mysterious thing. They seem to be going unconscious, nothing else is wrong, but they won't wake up.
Oh, jeez. You think we should leave?
Leave where?
Well, I don't want to become a coma patient. I mean,
Don't you think this sounds suspiciously like the kind of thing we're investigating anyway?
Hey, you two continue the scene. Rafi, give me a plus sharp, and here in a moment, tell me what it is. I'll get to you in a moment. Go ahead and continue your scene, you two.
This just seems like the sort of thing that we continually investigate all the time. All I'm saying is it couldn't hurt for us to stick around and see what comes of all this.
yeah. Maybe the dream guy, instead of manifesting as monsters, has just started sucking people into dreamland.
This is my thought as well. I'm just anxious to see what Jamie rolled.
Your mic is off, Jamie.
Sorry, that was a sharp roll, right?
Yep.
Okay. Busting out dice here.
Oh, I literally get to say this with full glee. And this is not to sound mean to Rafi. Rafi has a -1 to sharp.
Yeah.
So he is not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, why?
Hey, that guy just died. We can't make jokes about him.
Okay, so I have an 8 total with the minus.
Out of the as you're talking, you're got your eyes on them as you normally do. You talk with your friends and cohorts. You're gonna notice out of the side of your view, what looks like a pale man staring at you all from a distance. And as you look towards it, it's gone.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, Rafi's going to be like, I hate to interrupt, but I believe I saw a mysterious figure watching us.
You see, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, Danny.
Yeah,
and Danny just has no.
Yeah, guys, this is totes weird.
I said that, and I was looking at my character sheet and not the screen. I did not even realize that Jeff stepped away.
Danny, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, damn it, he's back. I was gonna be like, correct me if I'm wrong. You owe me You owe me $50, right? Yeah. I'll just take it out of your pocket.
Hey, Danny, if you want me to take that money, just say nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so we saw a mysterious figure, and
Yeah,
I said,
a pale
"You see,"
figure.
I said, "You see, Danny, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about."
Sorry, I was away from the mic a minute. What's this person?
As you were talking with Hal, Rafi saw somebody out of the corner of his eye, a pale man staring at you all. And then as he went to look towards him, the man was gone. And
Oh,
Hal
corner of the eye situation.
Mhm.
And I said, "This is
And
exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about."
Well, dang. I suppose I should check in with the wifey, and I pretend to hold up a phone.
It is 1997, my dude. You have to go find a phone, dude. You don't got
Okay, I
phones
go
on
to
hand.
I go to the marina phone. There's usually one on every dock, and I pull it out and I go, Kelly, you around?
And it's just gonna like peek her head through one of the walls. Yep.
Hey, girl, how's it going?
Hey, girl.
What's up, girl? How's it going? You still dead?
Oh, man.
It's like, I'm doing fine, dear. Doing the looking around like you asked. There's a lot of helicopters coming in and out of town.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe the Dream Lord is sucking people into Dreamland. But there's another problem, which is there a mysterious pale man just appeared nearby. I wonder if you could do a little reconnoiter, see if you can't come across this Joker or his, I don't know, ectoplasm.
I mean, if you ask me to keep an eye out for him, yeah, I can do that for you.
There's not like a
Is that
smell or something when critters come around.
well? I mean, no. In order to smell, you have to be able to intake air, and as a dead person, I can't really intake air.
Oh, I meant like a
kind of
ghost
just
smell,
exist.
like a thing we can't detect, but maybe you can.
I mean, no. I can channel myself through you to help you see things, but that's because you're kind of touching death in a sense.
Wait, you can channel through me? Like
Yeah,
Ghost? Like
we
that
did that.
movie with Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah, the beloved movie Ghost.
Huh.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna use Occam's broadsword. When you first encounter something strange, you may ask the keeper what sort of thing it is. They will tell you if it or the cause is natural, an unnatural creature, a weird phenomenon, or a person. You gain +1 forward dealing with it.
I plot wise can't quite tell you what it is yet. I will say that it will give you the automatic when the opportunity comes up, but you could tell from this it is not. And what? Let me pull up the character sheet here real quick. There we go. They'll tell you because if it's unnatural, or a weird phenomenon. It's a weird phenomenon.
Cool.
Do.
So it could theoretically be a person projected. It's not clear.
It's not clear currently, no.
Okay.
I will hold on to that first part there because that first part will become relevant as it's plot relevant, basically.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah. Keep your eyes and ears and whatnot peeled.
All right. Yeah, I can do that, and if I hear anything or find anything, I'll let you know.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and maybe check in on Deputy Lawrence once or twice today. Maybe this critter might spy on them as well.
All right, I'll see what I can. And it's just like, what do they look like?
All I got was a pale man, and I shout over to the others. What did this pale guy look like? Did you get any features, hair color, outfit?
Yeah, he's dirty blonde. I don't know. There's a pale man.
Sorry, honey, that's all I got.
I mean, we live in the Northwest, so that's a very broad thing.
I guess a guy that pops up and then goes away. That's probably the closest thing we've got.
The character like looks over at Rafi.
Yeah, I like that Rafi decided not to say anything.
Wait, did I tell you? Oh, I thought I might
You
have.
just said pale man. I mean,
Oh, I mean, I thought that was all the details I got.
Yeah.
That's
it.
with the role you got. That is the details you got. So it is limited. I was just making a joke because like a strange man who just suddenly disappears. Just like look, Rafi's like, don't look at me. No.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'll keep an eye out and I'll check on Officer Lawrence as well, or Deputy Lawrence, excuse me. We need to do something. Like people are being airlifted off the island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a bit worried that I might be next, so but the FBI guy wants us all to stay here and keep looking, so
is that all I am to you?
Like how the distance a little like crestfall at the comment.
That was out of character. I want you to know. I feel like Hal didn't hear that.
I'm too far away.
Like...
It takes a while for Danny to make friends.
The FBI guy. We've been doing this show for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the guys at the FBI. He's got like a suit, I think.
Pale.
Yeah. Rafi knows more about the mysterious pale guy than Danny knows about Hal. Can you describe Hal? Just any features.
He usually wears clothes.
What's the tan situation on?
He's definitely a man.
So yeah, she's gonna go off to do the scouting like you had said. In the meantime, what are you two doing as he's having a conversation with Kelly?
I think I'm gonna catch Rafi up with what I was seeing at the hospital a little bit more.
Okay.
And then I went to
Darlington. I'll probably do the same.
I'll stop. That joke has been beaten to death. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh no. We're just starting. See, there's like 3 branches of government. You've got Arlington, Darlington, and Darlington, and they all hold each other in check. And if one becomes too powerful, it's up to the other 2. Like they assemble. It's a delicate balance.
Let's talk about the intricacies of local government in Washington State.
All that's in the Monstertution.
Right. Like if I make a world Bible for this to sell it, I'm just going to include like an unnecessary amount of government information about the local. Yeah. No. Anyway, go on with the scene. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Rafi, as a doctor yourself, have you ever encountered something like this where people will just lose consciousness but nothing else is wrong and become unresponsive?
Dean, I don't believe so. Would there be any kind of like role for like if I've heard of anything like that before?
My question for you, but real quick, is what realm of knowledge are you pulling from in this case?
I mean, I kind of think of like Rafi's medical training as being spotty and medieval at best. So probably nothing recent.
Well, what was that you cut out at the very end of that
Oh,
sentence?
I'm sorry. So it'd be more of like historical occurrences, probably.
So throughout history, there have been many folk legends and mythological creatures of people or creatures who work in the realm of sleep, so to speak. But if one thing had to stand out for you, it actually goes back to the grim tale of Sleeping Beauty, and the fact that after an event, she fell asleep and could not wake up.
Okay. So Rafi's gonna look a little like sheepish as he says this, but he's gonna be like, "Okay, hear me out. This is a little bit like a Sleeping Beauty scenario, I think."
Hal's eyes just widen a little bit, but he hears him out.
This is especially Hal. Do I have to provide true love's kiss? Like,
Getting my overhead light on real quick. Yeah, Hal is just kind of like,
I mean, if any of the victims have they're involved in a healthy relationship with their partner right there, perhaps we could suggest a smooch, a life-saving smooch from their husband or wife. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Let's go see what Dean's up to, huh?
what Dean's up to?
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. I'm getting my keys mixed up.
What is Dean up to? I mean,
I'm breaking.
This gets very meta very quickly, and I have to like. No, sorry, I get it. Go ahead.
I accidentally leaned on the fourth wall. Oops.
yeah.
Yeah, the sets are really shaky. The fourth wall is always, you got to be careful.
So
I guess the fourth wall is here, so this is bumpy.
You want me to go back to this hospital and recommend to these families that they kiss their loved ones?
I mean, when you put it that way, it sounds a mite silly, but what could it hurt?
Okay, I walk over right at this moment and I go, oh, are you recommending True Love's Kiss for this one?
Yeah, it's my go-to. You would be surprised how often it works.
You know what? The Newman Library might have books on Grimm's fairy tales, whatever they were based on. We might check out.
You want to go do research on True Love's Kiss, the concept?
No. The legend that brought about sleep. I assume you're talking about Sleeping Beauty, right?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yes. Yeah. That's what we're bringing up as a serious thought about this case. That sip that I just took was in character.
Well, if I may, Special Agent, there's very little known about comas in general and how they end. True Love's Kiss is about as good an answer as any.
Okay. Okay.
But if you're reluctant to tell the patient's family, I mean, I understand that
Listen,
would sound weird.
If you want to go to the mainland hospital and tell these families to kiss their loved ones on the mouth, by all means, you go ahead to the hospital and you tell them that. I have an appointment this evening that I'm going to be unable to do that, but you, by all means, you go ahead and you tell these people that.
You got an appointment?
Yes.
Is it like a hot date? What are we talking here?
I mean, depending on how it goes. No, that's not true.
Hal was not interested, but then it was like, but Agent Forrester could be hot. So,
do you both recall a certain Agent Forrester that we were told about earlier?
The name rings a bell.
The
Is that the one that's snooping on you?
Yeah, the gentleman who's been tracking me. I decided to bring him up and have a chat with him later this evening.
Interesting. You want us to
Perhaps.
hide nearby? Maybe jump him?
Oh no, it sounds like you have really important things to go and tell the people at the hospital. So, no, I'll
Well,
go
I don't
into
have
this
any
one alone.
authority. I wouldn't want to risk looking like an asshole.
As a medical professional, no.
I mean, I wouldn't want to kill the mood. I'd be a third wheel tagging along.
listen,
You two have
listen.
fun.
If you two wanted to put on fake mustaches and sit at a table adjacent to us, I would feel just a little bit better.
I do like the idea that they are wearing fake mustaches, but it's so obvious that they're fake. It's just
It's fake mustaches to disguise themselves from a person who they've never seen or met before.
yeah, yeah.
Although we don't know that Forrester doesn't know what we look like
That's
since
true.
we've been hanging out with you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Plus, Rafi has never turned down an opportunity to wear a fake mustache. Nor has he ever had the opportunity to wear a fake mustache, but he's never turned it down. And he would be fully on board.
Now, of course, we'd need either a local theater or a costume shop to find said fake mustaches.
Yeah.
We're just discussing the logistics of wearing fake mustaches and how to get that established in a matter of a few hours to make sure you get that.
Oh yeah, we got to. It's got to be quick because we've only got till nightfall. Where are we gonna get fake mustaches at this hour? Why?
Well,
of course,
let's.
we're going to Geppetto's Costume Emporium.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna rent a bicycle and go up to Newman Library and investigate Sleeping Beauty tales if anybody wants to come with.
Yeah, I'll go with. I think we've had some pretty good luck finding weird phenomena in that library so far. There's like a portal.
I do love the budding bromance of Rafi and Danny that has it going on here. It was like, we're gonna go canoeing together. We're gonna go bicycling together. It's gonna be a fantastic day.
I just want to 100% make sure that I know the timeline on this because it is going to greatly affect Hal's reaction to that.
Okay.
Are they going to research Sleeping Beauty instead of coming to back him up at the diner, or is there time before?
No.
Oh, I figured there's like an hour, maybe. Do we have about an hour?
You still have a couple hours, so you're
okay.
fine.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, are you guys really going to read fairy tales?
No, that would be ridiculous.
No,
we're
never.
gonna go rent this on VHS. All right, we're gonna go rent Sleeping Beauty on VHS.
Well, we'll get the PBS version and the Disney version, so we have, at least
we got
two sources.
research.
And you know what? Just get Ella Enchanted while you're at it. That's just a good movie.
Yeah.
That's
Be
my
ready
time.
for an experience is what you're gonna be doing.
And so totally serious. Rafi's going to say, Hal, while we are reading fairy tales, do you think you could handle the fake mustache part of it?
Yeah, of course I can. I'll take good care of your disguises. Don't worry.
Excellent.
I love that joke. I can't use it as a clip because it requires a lot of context. You can't put in 90 seconds, but I love that joke.
We have everything covered. Yes.
I like assigning just dumb tasks to this really important man.
Outrageous. I love it.
It's really dumb task for okay. This is great.
I think if hypothetically, because they haven't offered, but if I was in the FBI, I would definitely have like a little case with like fake mustaches, like not issued.
Oh yeah, Hal just opens his case and takes out.
I want to make the joke. It's not a disguise kit. It's a fake mustache kit. Different fake mustache kits of every kind and different types of glues to get them to stick.
Yeah.
We're standing at
his.
We're standing at his trunk, and we're trying on different ones. Like I get one of those big old cowboy jobbies.
Mm-hmm. And then Ravi goes to Ravi. Wait, is that your name? Rafi. Wow.
Rafi?
I
Yeah.
just had a fucking brain fart for a second there.
It's okay. I was
Rafi-
talking about Dean earlier. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
good day to do. Yeah.
Rafi like reaches in and goes, "Oh, look, there's a chaplain in here," and we're both like, "Nope, nope, nope, don't do that one."
Oh,
boy.
dear.
Oh no.
All right. Let's go ahead. Let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Sounds good.
Before we do so, I do want to help because this is a show for all of us to have a good time, have good fun, but it's also to shill out individual products. And I want to go ahead and show my friend Az here. He recently did a hot ones challenge. I can't speak. With Colin Man Parker. It is a good time. I'm gonna post that in the chat there if you want to check that out.
Thank you.
Cool.
And of course, Jeff, Jamie, do you have anything you want to toss out there for any of our viewers?
Well, of course, Shattered Worlds RPG is still going. We're at the end of season 5, and we're doing recap episodes. I've been posting them to Patreon, and then I'm eventually, once we have the last one done, I think next week, I am gonna smush them all together into one massive block of clips and reactions and stuff. Which we haven't done that in a couple of years, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll start season 6, which is in like this weird not really alternate dimension, a sort of sub-dimension. I'm pretty excited.
Cool.
But yeah, if you want to learn more, check
Okay.
out Shattered Worlds RPG on your podcatcher of choice. And Jamie joins us in season 5, so that's a good starting point.
Nice.
Yeah. I also want to say I did just put out a video like 2 days ago about me going to Margaritaville to memorialize Jimmy Buffett, and that's on the Scavengers Network YouTube channel. You can find it there.
Oh, cool. I will post a link in I'll post a link for both videos in the comments there. Is there anything you want to put out there? I about called you by your character's name.
It's all
I am
good.
sorry, JB.
Yeah. I've got a couple of things I'd like to hype. One, I've got my new game is going to be coming out in the next few weeks. It's called Lucid City. I'll have more information later. Also, I'm not really involved in this project so much, but I'd like to hype up a Kickstarter for the Fist Paranormal Mercenary RPG box set. It's my current favorite RPG. I'm playing it all the time. I love it. It's very creative. It's like X-Files, X-Men, A-Team, and Hellboy got together and had a rules-like game. And
nice.
yeah, it's really cool.
What's
Fist
that one
is
called?
really cool. Fist.
It's called Fist. It's a paranormal mercenary game, and they're the creator is kickstarting a box set of it right now with like the core book and a bunch of add-ons. And if you get into it, I wrote kind of a beginner referee toolkit with some starting adventures and just guidance on how to get started if you're used to like D&D and stuff, how to play more of a narrative game like this. That's
Cool.
free. Yep.
All right. And I do want to hear also a bit more about this game that you are developing. Is that Fist, or did I mishear?
No, the one I'm doing is an original system. It's called Lucid City. It's inspired by films like Dark City and The Matrix and Inception. The whole thing is like a one-page game, so it's like one page double-sided. You fold it in half. But it's pretty cool. It's going to be coming out soon, and I'll link you to it as soon as it's out.
Yeah. Excellent.
We'll go ahead and let's take a break. Be back in about 5 minutes, and yeah, we'll be back then.
Alrighty.
All right.
That's good.
Here. All right. We are back.
Ooh, got the Wayne, Wayne's World transition. Okay, so we're back. Yes. All right. So, I gotta hold on because my brain's been processing people on certain angles. There we go. So, Jamie and Danny, where, for the purposes of organization, where are you heading to currently? What are you doing?
So we get a couple of bicycles. We ride up the hill to the old Newman Library, and we're just in there doing a little research.
The
Sure,
spinoff
we don't
is
get
just
Oh.
Danny and
We get a
Oh, and
bicycle
Hal's
film
welcome.
for
Danny
two.
and Rafi have a good.
Hal's welcome to join us unless he wants to
Yeah!
go look
Come
for
on now.
costumes or whatever.
I thought that you wanted me to go get costumes, so that
Yeah,
was
if-
gonna
if-
be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, yeah. So you two have a bicycle built for two, and Hal's just like,
Oh, even better. Yeah, because it's
Yes.
a tourist town. We'll get one of those.
Yeah, we get a discount that way.
it's just like a budding friendship between these two characters is what is going on. Hal's like, I'm here. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine me and you and me.
All right. All right. As I wasn't sure if that was being shared or not, so I apologize on the costume part. But did you actually? What was the name of the costume place that you had?
Oh, I don't remember what I said. I think it was like.
I remember being pretty good actually.
It
as-
was
as
like-
far as
It was like Geppetto.
Oh, it was like Geppetto's Costume Emporium or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I probably spelled that wrong on my notes here, but that's fine.
Can Geppetto be a lady?
Geppetto.
Geppetto. Actually, hold up. I know nothing about Italian, but I think Geppetto might be a last name.
I was gonna say.
I mean, yeah, then whatever. She can be a lady. Mrs. Geppetto.
Geppetto's Costume Emporium.
It's Geppetto.
You know what? In English, often for times first names or last names and vice versa. So I'm just gonna, it's Madame Geppetto's Costume Emporium. That's not the name. I'm just gonna toss the gender out there. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, you come to Geppetto's Emporium. There is let's say a middle-aged woman behind the desk, and in this place is full of whimsy and wonder. There are fake mustaches galore, and she's currently hand making a wig.
Okay.
It's the 90s, so let's say Elvira. It's an Elvira styled wig. She's still relevant in 97. She's still relevant now.
Yeah.
She'll
Excellent.
always be relevant, damn it. Sorry.
Excellent stitching on the Elvira there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm a big fan of her work.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah,
So-
go ahead.
I'm here with a sort of strange request. I don't really know how this became my job, but I need 2 costumes, and let me describe the scene to you because I feel like I'll need a little bit more than just mustaches. I'm doing a classic sitcom situation where I have a date tonight, and my 2 friends want to sit in in the next booth and make sure that everything goes well, but they can't be noticed by my date.
So the friends scenario.
Of course, yes.
I don't mean
I
you're
see
friends
you're
with them.
familiar.
I'm saying the sitcom friends.
Yes,
yes.
that's what I meant as well.
Or wait, got to do second best so we don't get sued. Living single.
2
yeah.
guys, a girl, and a pizza place
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
There
Would
we
it-
with
go.
Ryan Reynolds.
Would it
Yeah.
help you put together these costumes if I describe to you which friend both of my friends are like?
Yes. Yes, as tell me about these 2 characters from 2 guys, 2 girls in a pizza place. A show I have definitely seen.
No, I asked about friends. I don't know.
Friends.
jack
Okay,
shit
yeah.
about
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, this will be. I was like, sure, yeah, that's a thing that has happened. Yeah.
Nah, listen, I'll assign friends characters all day long. You ask me about a guy, girl, in a pizza place. I have no idea what you're talking about.
In fair, it would have been the same results if you'd actually done living single. I'm pretty sure that I'm like one of 5 people who remembers that show. But yeah.
Well,
Go
my
ahead.
one friend, Danny, I definitely call him a Chandler. He's he's an educated man. He knows how to hold himself. But my other friend, Rafi, kind of a Ross, if I'm being honest.
My heart, the betrayal.
Hurtful.
It's literally just because Hal doesn't like Rafi.
I know.
To be fair, if your favorite character from Friends is Ross, there might be an issue. It's like, okay, how about a couple suits? And fake mustaches?
Yeah, I think that sounds great. But suits, I think that might be a little bit flashy. Me and my date will probably also be wearing suits. I feel like it would attract too much attention.
Maybe a sport coat.
Maybe.
Chandler wore a blazer from time to time with big shoulders.
Hey, how much for these over here? And Hal gestures to a set of 2, like 2 in 1, Mario and Luigi costumes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Bubsy and what's another failed platformer? Yeah, Bubsy and Gex costumes.
The Bubsy and Gex, yeah. It was like, oh yeah. I don't see how those are like Chandler and Ross, but you're welcome to buy them.
Now, this is an important thing that I think we have to establish. Are these fursuits, or are these just humanized versions of the characters?
That is a good question, because I'll be perfectly honest, I was not considering bringing in furry content. But I guess we can hit a wider demographic if I said the fursuits, couldn't I?
All right.
And just think, when the show takes off and we have our big appearance at the conventions, now me and Jeff have something to wear, right?
Right,
On
yeah,
stage.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Gex,
And
yeah.
I'll just be in my suit.
They're
Yeah.
fursuits with actual suits over top of them.
Yes.
They're suits.
Fancy.
They are, yes, they are suits. Yes, sure. Well,
And then listen, it ends up looking like Bubsy and Gex dressed up as the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
yeah, there you go.
All right, so how much for both of these?
Oh yeah, here, let me package this for you, because this game doesn't have a money mechanic, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So yeah, let me help you package this. The total will be about 50.
Well, you've got it.
And she'll include the fake mustaches for free.
Oh, you're a dear. Thank you.
Perfect.
We just gave a win to the furry community. No. All right. So, you two, now that you're tandem bicycling up to the Newman Library. That was a sentence I just said. So you go in there. Are you looking for anything in specific while you're in the Newman Library?
Books on
any sort of sleeping sickness, but with a particular focus on Sleeping Beauty and associated legends.
All right. Let's do this. We'll treat this as an overall roll, and this will just kind of determine if you find anything. Give me plus sharp, one of you.
I'm pretty good at that. Let me pull up my guy. I'm +2. And
Rafi's like instantly entrenched in a crossword puzzle book, so he's no help.
Is this considered dealing with the phenomenon, or is it
this would be, if I were to use this in a mechanic sense, it would be part of the research phase. So you're not
Research
dealing
phase,
with it
okay.
yet. You're doing the
Okay.
research and dealing with it.
Whoo, that's a 5, baby.
Hey, you get an experience point.
Yay.
Yep, market experience. You will find Disney's Sleeping Beauty on VHS at the library, which is weird because it means that at one point the Mr. Newman, the founder of the library, had to have gone out of his way to specifically get this VHS.
I imagine there's one of those kiosks where with the TV VCR combo and headphones.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah. In a little booth, you watch it off by yourself, so you're not loud. But yeah, you are unable to find anything beyond what you already kind of like parsed through the legend of, well, the grim fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and say that took a couple hours. What is Hal doing at this time? Because I figured that trip to the costume shop is like 20 minutes tops.
I guess going to meet them at the library to drop off costumes, and then they can all walk over to get there early for dinner.
Good
All right.
idea.
Sounds good.
So we put on our outfits in the bathroom at the library, and then we get back on the tandem bike.
And I just take my car.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any colorful commentary about my choice?
These are interesting. We'll be sort of hiding in plain sight rather than inobtrusive.
How
Sort
did you
of.
play sight in a furry suit based off of a Nintendo character, and a scale suit based off of a PlayStation character?
Yeah.
But it's a good disguise because it's so different from our normal attire.
Right, and I figured that you would fit in because, as we all know, Northwest Fur Fest is on the mainland right now.
Ah.
Now,
I
of course,
never
in the
was.
90s, in the 90s, furry conventions were extremely niche.
Yeah.
So it's pretty remarkable that you even know that.
No, because if I'm gonna allow like really woke shit, not shit, I mean that in a bad way, but if I'm gonna allow woke stuff to happen and then throw like occasional me bullshitting like the second best of some we could just say that furry is a thing here as well. It's
it's totally normalized. Perfect.
Yeah.
That helps the disguise even more.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Darlington is actually home of the fursuit.
yeah, that's their main slogan.
Their
Which
main
is why
export.
the main export is fursuits. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like seamstresses, like very good suit makers.
So Az, what's the name of this convention, please?
Northwest Fur Fest.
Nice.
I can't
Good
hate the
rhyme.
name. That's a really good name, actually.
Listen, shout out to Real Life Furry Convention Midwest Fur Fest, which I did steal.
Excellent.
Also, I'm not even sure if Rafi would be like familiar with the whole furry scene, but he does have some very strong thoughts on Bubsy the Bobcat for SNES, and he begins like ranting about how it was open for a platformer. You could go very vertical and such, but overall the quality was low, and the amount that game was hyped. Here's Rafi's like super into SNES games.
I super love the idea that Rafi, culturally speaking, seems to be primarily in the 70s and some like early 1900s things. But the one thing he is up to date on is platformers from the 90s.
Yes.
I was like, I mean, Bubsy was fine, but it wasn't the Spyro the Dragon,
If you go back and read like the old Nintendo Power magazines, that was actually a thing where it was like mostly like kids writing in, but occasionally it'd be like, yeah, my grandma loves my NES and she's playing Dragon Warrior and stuff. And they like little photo of her with like her blanket playing the yeah, totally. That's kind of what I see Rafi.
Hal's not really into video games, but he plays a lot of Quake.
Nice.
Oh man. my mind stalled Northwest Fur Fest, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's such a good name. All right. We're all right, so you all get changed, you all go to the restaurant. How as you you all were getting there early, is that correct?
Yes. I do think that we shouldn't enter at the same time to show that we're not there together.
That's a good idea. Danny, perhaps me and you should enter a few seconds apart so no one thinks that we know each other.
Oh, great idea. Great idea. Yeah. I'll go in first.
Okay, but who's the Bubsy and who's the Gex?
Oh,
I'll be
Gex, for sure.
I'll be the Bubs.
You are not kidding me. In a Bubsy the Bobcat outfit.
Look,
I really like the idea that you two aren't there together, and there's a moment when like the second one walks in, and you go, "Oh, Bubsy! Oh, Gex!"
hey.
Right? I've been in my head. It was just like, look, in friendship, you're either the Bubsy or the Gex. All right.
Jeff, I love this, by the way. Jeff is saying that Northwest Fur Fest would be a great idea for a future scenario.
Yeah, like the horror convention. Just yeah.
For sure.
I'm gonna have that name in my head for the rest of the day. It's a good name.
That's the stinky Pete of the day.
That's the sticky Pete of the day. We're gonna like in a few days just get a message from Asgard like, guys, I can't get Northwest Fur Fest out of my head.
Yeah.
All right. So you're all gonna get ready. You're all there. Donna, the waitress, is gonna be thrown off by the fact that there are two apparent animal suited individuals unrelated to each other in any fashion currently sitting in a restaurant of all places, in full costume, nonetheless.
I'm gonna wave Donna over to my table.
Hey, real quick, quick, I have to ask, did you also give them the fake mustaches?
Oh, of course I did, yes.
Gotta do it.
We're wearing them underneath the full mask.
Well, I mean, to eat, we have to take our hat off.
Yeah, and
our
plus
helmet,
it's gonna
whatever.
get really hot. You know, you gotta take the head off, and then you don't want your actual face.
If we ever get, I had to ask that because if we ever made this to like a comic or something, we have to know. The illustrator has to know where to put on the fake mustaches.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true.
Okay, I don't know that nonsense. Sorry. All right. So yeah, Donna will walk over to you. She's gonna like start pouring coffee without thinking, even though you didn't ask for it. She just like places it down, and starts pouring, like, and staring at Jamie and Rafi is like, hey, Hal.
Hi, Donna. Yeah, the usual's fine, thank you.
Huh? Oh yeah. Sorry.
No,
What
that's
can I get
quite
for
all
you?
right. That was, like I said, the usual's fine, but get me a second cup of coffee, black.
Okay.
I'm expecting
back
company.
All right. Can I get you anything else? Do you want like an apple pie?
Donna, what would you say the worst item on the menu here is? Now, I don't want you to give me the waitress answer and say, "Oh, everything's here is good." Like, I think that we're friends at this point, Donna.
The
I want
minestrone.
get a bowl of the minestrone if you could.
She's gonna come back with a bowl of minestrone.
Thank you so much, darling. You're always fantastic.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Hal's gonna eat his plate of bacon and eggs and sip on his coffee while he's waiting for the other agent.
All right. About halfway through, I'm gonna ask real quick, how are you two blending and trying to blend in this situation?
I think because we decided not to sit together, I should be on one booth next to the agent, and Rafi's on the other side.
So Rafi, he's done a bit of theater. and he knows the importance of building a backstory for your character. And he's decided just to lend a bit of realism to this. He's decided that his character and Danny's character, they're not on speaking terms, and they're in fact currently feuding. So he's trying to have that come through his posture, maybe some occasional glances over there, shaking his head in disgust.
This
That's
happens in
awesome.
all small scenes too. Is like political shakeups.
Yeah.
I love this for two reasons. The first one is because back in early in the series when we were doing Into the Deadlands, we had somebody go full method on me.
Yeah.
Like he was a theater dad, and he went full method acting and became a villain and an NPC. So I was like, this the second time a player has gone full method on me. The other part I love about this is that Rafi, while going full method on me, is acting like he hates Danny, but this was not pre-discussed. So Danny's just like, is Rafi mad at me?
Yeah.
Because there's no context to this. So,
And I also like that you're sitting on either side of me, like at different tables. And so I'm just getting like all of that vitriolic energy just flowing through me.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'm just writing to Kelly on a crossword. Rafi's giving me weird looks.
What did I do? What did I say? I let him have the Gex costume. Why is he so bad?
I was literally just imagining like Danny is just like, I thought we had a great day on the canoes, and the tandem bike ride was great.
It was going so well. What happened?
You know, friendship goes away so fast. It's a fickle thing.
I'm making a joke, but I could just imagine Hal, if he's trying to get himself a message, was like, if you don't trust me, well, in case you're wondering, yes, the Fursuit Mafia is here with us today.
I feel like that would not make me any more trustworthy.
No. Oh man. Okay. All right. Sorry. The nuance of the situation for all of that hit me at once.
Yeah.
Well, and we also have to consider that there's a whole bunch of normal patrons.
Oh, for sure. And it is like dinner time because he said to meet up in the evening. So there are just like normal people just like, why is the lizard mad at why is the lizard mad at the squirrel? What's going on? Sorry, that was a little loud. My apologies.
Bubsy is a bobcat.
A bobcat, excuse me. Oh, sorry, why is the lizard mad at the bobcat?
Thank you. It's important that we get that right.
Yeah.
We don't want all the Bubsy fans to cancel us.
Right. The Bubsy fans just start knocking on our doors.
There are a few fandoms more toxic than the Bubsy fandom, let me tell you.
Right.
They're going to be pissed that I'm wearing pants.
Yeah.
I mean, Gex too.
That's
for
not
that
canon. Okay. After a few minutes, about halfway through your meals, a gentleman will walk through the front door. Unlike Hal, who it comes in a nice suit, classic Men in Black sort of situation. He's not or Agent Forrester is not hiding their the fact that they're FBI. They're wearing the jacket that says FBI on the back. And they're going to look across the room, trying to find, obviously, either Hal in the situation.
So I'll wave him over.
He's going to sit down, hand still in pocket, and is like, I presume you're Hal, Agent Wormhole.
And I presume you're Agent Forrester. What can I call you?
Agent Forrester. You can call me Agent Forrester.
Well, I've extended some courteousness to you, and I'm assuming that we can have some sort of trust between us.
Now, that's what I'm wondering. You have the number for official channels to reach
Yes.
people. You have contacted the local geological site under your special agent title,
Mm-hmm.
and you have got clearance codes.
I sure
That-
do.
That
That
no
seems
one
to
can...
not be working recently.
Yeah, about that. We have been combing everything we can about the codes that you provided,
Mm-hmm.
and we cannot find you.
Yeah, you
We're
see
not
now.
talking.
Oh, go ahead.
There, and all the paperwork we went over at Quantico, which I just flew in from this morning, there is no special agent Warbold.
Right. I'm also trying to get to the bottom of this, considering I was sent here by Quantico.
Here's the thing. I was looking in to see if I could find any special agents that were sent to Weston, right?
Right.
And nobody from Quantico was sent here.
Well, I'm from the Supernatural Investigations Division. Not to name drop or anything in a public place, but we usually don't do things fully on the record. Are you sure that you haven't missed something in your investigation? Not to call into question your credentials or anything. I'm sure we went through the same training at the same academy.
Yes, I'm aware of the rumors of the Z File organization within our group.
Right. That's
They
who sent me.
That is not a real organization in the FBI. That
I
is
assure you it is.
That's some science fiction nonsense.
I assure you it's real. I can give you the name of every person I've ever worked with, although it goes against code. I mean, there's got to be somebody, some connection that you know about.
He's gonna pull up.
Check it.
Go ahead.
Danny can't help but go, huh? And look right at Hal, like, what the fuck? And then he's like, oh shit, I'm in character, and goes back to his milkshake.
Is Danny sitting behind Forrester?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of very casually, when you do that, just go.
He goes back to his crossword.
You're gonna pull out a pen and paper. I want you to write down everyone in the Z File department that you know. You don't have to say it out loud, but I need to see these names.
Okay. There isn't I can't just check him in this game, right? I can't check him to see if he's lying.
Yeah, you can. Let's see.
Oh, I guess I could investigate or
So
read a bad situation or something.
Yeah. I think in this case, just because it uses it requires the same stat, but there's not a specific one that would apply to see if he's lying or not.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just do me a sharp roll.
Sharp roll. I'm good at that.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's a dirty 12.
Based off of your roll, and keep in mind, as a keeper, it's my job when you roll that well to not lie to you. I have to be honest. He is telling you with utmost certainty everything he just said was true.
Okay. So he does need those names. I don't know what he needs them for. So I guess I'm going to push that.
All right.
So
So
go ahead.
sorry.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Ez. Go ahead.
So, Forrester, when I give you these names, I need assurance that it's not going to turn into some sort of witch hunt from my colleagues who, by proxy, are your colleagues. something is obviously going on here, and I think it's more than just a glitch in the system that is, marking me as unavailable. It sounds to me like something has happened that has erased my records completely.
Wormold, if these names check out, my job is not to witch hunt them. If you are secret as that organization within the society, then anything in our organization, anything it puts a target on my back.
Understood. So I'm gonna give him names of just the usual suspects in the Z files. I'm not gonna give him anything big, and I'm specifically not gonna give him Walter's name to keep him my contact.
At this very moment, whenever you start to write down names, of course, Walter is the first one that comes to mind. Your Walter's a buddy of yours, albeit he does sometimes regard things. But when you try and think of other names of other people within an organization, you are coming up blank.
Oh my god. Okay. Shit. I just kind of sit there in front of the paper quietly, holding the pencil in my hand, looking down at the paper. And I start to write down Dana Scully.
Oh no.
Oh no. There's
And I
nothing
finished-
we can do for you.
I finish writing that down, and then I look up at Forrester to see what his facial expression says.
That's the character from Z Files.
Yes. Good eye there. I was testing you. And then I rack my brain to come up with the fakest names possible.
As feel like you can put down any name you want to at this moment. You got free reign there, friend.
Yeah. I'm gonna put down let's see. I'm gonna put down Daniel Eastman as one of the names. And
I gotta make a special note of this.
I mean, couldn't you put down like the director of the FBI or like?
Oh yeah, you know what? Let me put down J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like, surely people that he would know, right?
Actually, hang on a second. What is what's Rafi's last name? Does Rafi have a last name?
Rafi has only introduced himself as Rafi.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put down Rafi Eastman and Daniel Doctorson.
Hold on.
As well as a bunch of well-known FBI names.
Hold on. Rafi Eastman and Daniel Doctorman.
Yeah.
This could be this actually could be plot relevant. That's why I need to know this. Like later down the line.
But I spell both of them with the wrong vowels too. So it's harder to track them down.
After he gets the name, it's like, all right, well, now, Halford.
Al, please. I want us to have a professional working I want us to have a good relationship here because I want to find out what's happening as much as you do.
He's gonna look you straight in the eyes and goes, Halford. Because I can't prove that you are a person. I've not been able to find you. I can't find any of your cohorts. And apparently you work with this Daniel Doctorman. Impersonating a federal agent is a federal crime.
I'm telling you, I'm not impersonating a federal agent.
What I'm saying is, until I can figure out if you're who you are, who you say you are, I have to detain you.
May I show you my identification, and perhaps that could help in some way?
Show me your identification.
Okay, I take it out and hold it up so that if he reaches for it, I can then put it away.
He's like, all right. Using your badge number, it'll help me find you. It'll help me come through the system. I'm going to remain. I won't arrest you, but I'm going to remain on this island.
Understood.
And you're not going to be able to leave.
So I understand that completely, sir. In fact, to show that I am willing to work with you and figure this out, may I give you details on the case I'm working on?
Yes. Tell me everything you know.
As a show of trust here, I am letting you in on the case that I am working on. There is something happening on this island. People are going unconscious, and they are fully operational bodies, but they are just non-responsive, not waking up. I have seen at least 4 such cases being brought to the mainland hospital, and I have a bad feeling that more is coming.
Halford, would you like to go on a car trip? Don't worry, we'll be staying on the island.
That wasn't my worry about that, but I see it sounds like I don't have much choice in the matter.
He's going to get up and go to the diner door and open it for you.
Okay. Cool. I want to make it 100%.
Wait. Before you get up, I like wave like car keys and I make the gesture or whatever.
Yes.
And then I point over by the salt and pepper, like basically I'm trying to convey like hide your keys somewhere.
100%. Yes. I drop my keys on the table behind the salt shaker. And I'm trying to think what else would I have on me that would be important for you to have.
Come on, everybody, we're denying the listeners the white knuckle tandem bike chase scene. They all desire.
Okay,
that's a good point.
Here we go.
I think we're being tailed. Were those fursuit tandem bikers there before? Those were another pair.
I've got it. So I leave my keys by the salt shaker, and as I'm getting up, I trip next to Danny's table and drop my wallet on the ground. So I go to pick it up, and as I do, I slide my revolver under the table and tap on Danny's foot.
Do me a favor, just because of the situation. I feel like in this case, I want you to do an act under pressure.
Got it. Yeah.
Can I assist?
Without revealing yourself, not really.
I mean, I want to act really pissed off and spill my water.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do a help out roll. Do that first, because that could give Hal an advantage if you succeed.
Okay. No, missed it.
All right, act under pressure is cool. Okay, so I have no boost to that. Thank God I took that point in cool last week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 10.
Yes.
All right. Nice. Well done. So on a 10, you do what you set out to. So yeah, you do exactly as you had planned there, Az.
Cool. All right. So Danny has my revolver now. I still have the shotgun under my trench coat, though.
Okay. Is gonna, he's going to be staring at you as you get back up. Like, are you ready?
Yes. My apologies. Please show the way.
As you walk through the front door, you will be noticing, as they come out of like various bushes and out of the areas, is other FBI men with their guns.
I figured as such.
Jesus.
I take my hands out of my pockets and hold them where they are visible, and I say, "Gentlemen, where are we off to?"
to the to the he's like he's gonna Officer Forrester is going to point towards one of his car. It's a black car, nondescript. He's like, we're going on a small ride outside of town,
Just me and you?
and my many friends.
All right.
And scene.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Wow. Okay. Jesus.
Don't worry. I'm not. This has a payout. I want to reassure you. This isn't me like targeting. It's a whole thing.
No, I trust you. Don't worry. I'm just like, whoa. Okay.
That was scary.
I was hoping to bring some tension to that scene. I don't know if I was making too many jokes for that. To be
Yeah,
honest,
you
but
did. You did. It was.
Yeah,
That
for
was
sure.
a lot. That was really good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, today's been a fun episode. I've been kind of holding off on this one. I've actually had this plot point since basically the first session of this campaign.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice. The
it-
payoff.
Yes, I find it. I love when I finally get to use one of my payoffs. But yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead since a lot of stuff was just said. I'm going to do my normal thing and allow you all to go ahead. And if you want to throw any speculation, go ahead. I'm just gonna do this. All right, go ahead.
Yes. Okay,
Gee,
so
there you go. You came back for a second.
so Hal's been erased from time.
Seems that way. Or I never
Or-
existed in the first place.
Yeah, or all three of us went into the dream realm, and when we thought we'd come out, we haven't left.
Oh.
I also
that-
wonder. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's really interesting. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah, me neither. It's creepy. I also wonder if maybe Hal is one of these dream monsters. But no, I think we've seen you bleed, right?
We have seen me bleed, and there was the shit in my blood a little bit, but it seems like that cleared up.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
So maybe I'm some kind of hybrid?
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe you replaced the original Hal. No, but that wouldn't justify that there's no Z files anymore. To me,
Yeah.
that's what made it like way bigger.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with that. Like my
like we've-
organization just doesn't exist.
Like we've jumped into another dimension or something. Weird.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Dean's back.
No, you're good. I was just I didn't want to like clear my throat into the mic. That's all. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's it. We're done.
Yeah, I don't really have much.
All right. Well, it's been a fun session. I would like to thank, as always, our players. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Az. Thank you, Jeff, for being
And
here
thank
today.
You, Dean.
Yeah. Thanks, Dean. Good game.
I want to let the if you're watching on YouTube, join us on Twitch. It's every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific
Every
Standard.
second Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yes, every second
Every
Sunday.
second Sunday, yeah.
And sometimes on the off Sunday we'll do something fun, but not necessarily. So keep track of our what do you call it? Our social media business.
We're on the
Speaking of
Twitter.
which, if you want to keep up to date, we do try and post in general on our Twitter. It's at Omniversal ESC. Gotta plug the thing. If you want to check it out, we do have clips on Instagram Reels, on Facebook not Facebook, on YouTube Shorts, and on we're now on the TikTok, which is my only presence on TikTok now.
Cool.
But yeah, come join us. This campaign's been pretty fun, to be honest. I've been enjoying this.
Yeah. Really.
My internet is slowing down, so I'll go ahead and wrap it up here in a moment. Let's go ahead. I'll do one quick plug, and we can toss out any quick plugs if you want out there. You can find my socials at Geekusdean, GeeKusDean. I don't post much anymore, but sometimes I do. Jamie, do you want to pitch any of the stuff that you're working on real quick?
Yeah, check out the Fist Paranormal Mercenary box set on Kickstarter. I've written some supplements for that, and it's a pretty cool project, really neat game. And I've got an upcoming game called Lucid City. I will talk more about that later.
Looking forward to it. Jeff, do you have anything you want to plug real quick?
Yeah, on Twitter and Facebook, I'm at El Jefe Tacoma. Shattered Worlds RPG is the space opera podcast using an RPG that I created. Jamie's on that. And I'm writing a book, but I haven't quite finished it yet. But stay tuned.
All my socials are at Cals_Calzones. Sometimes there's not an underscore. Just try them both and you'll figure out which one is me. I put out some videos recently that we talked about earlier. One is on Colin M. Parker's YouTube, and the other one is on the Scavengers Net YouTube. Scavengers Network is a podcast network that I'm a part of. So check those out. The one on Colin's YouTube is a Hot Ones challenge, and the one on Scavengers YouTube is a review of certain menu items at Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in his honor. I'm hoping to have a new series out on the Scavengers YouTube soon. I just have to finish filming it and then get everything together. But that's what I'm working on right now. So come and see.
Nice. And I have some stuff besides this, which is my main form of putting entertainment out into the world. I may have some things coming up in the near future. I will try and keep everyone updated. I will, if it starts coming out, I will be bringing it up on the show. But if you want to stay up to date before that, just follow me on Twitter. I'll probably advertise it there.
Can I plug one more thing that I forgot?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm literally 4 Twitch followers away from affiliate, so if somebody could follow my Twitch at Calzones, I'd really appreciate it.
Hell
You can
yeah.
unfollow me after I hit affiliate. I don't care. I just want to get there.
And I'm attempting streaming on a solo basis because I have the new internet, so I'm just checking that out. Follow me at Geekistry. I have a theme. I don't know if it's pretty obvious by now. That's GeeKustry. Right now, I've got 3 games in circulation I'm trying out. It's Minecraft because it's the cliche, Baldur's Gate 3 because it's the hot shit right now, and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy because it's a genuinely fun game. Did not get enough love when it came out.
That game's awesome.
Other than it really is a good game. I'm doing a new game plus run currently, but because I already played it once, I was like, well, I don't want to do all the shit again. I mean, the plot is fine. I don't want to do all the buying and getting the materials and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I'm trying that out on the side. I don't have a set schedule yet, if at all, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I think that's it for this episode. I'd like to thank our viewers, both in Twitch and on YouTube later. And I would, of course, like to thank our hosts, as I said before. Anyway, thank you for joining us for Omniversal Escapades, and everyone have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Okay. It has stopped.